Hello, this is Walt Smith on Blue Moon Rising TV, back for another week of Walter's Glass Half Full. Now, you may have been feeling a little bit down because, well, quite frankly, folk, it's international break. But without further ado, let's have a look at some of those comments. Andrew Davis, the Chelsea fan. Why would Messi play for Manchester City? If, and it's a big if, Messi decided to leave Barcelona. Now, there's only a few clubs in the world, possibly 4 or 5, that actually could afford him. City, my Chelsea friend, are actually, well, they're one of those clubs. But Stein and Soriano will actually know how to sell a club to Messi. They know all about the contractual situations at Barcelona. City are no longer a small provincial club. They've got some clout these days. In terms of player recruitment, I feel that we're only just behind Barcelona, Real Madrid, well, and Bayern Munich. And that's it. Aguero, Otamendi, Zabaleta, Di Michaelis will all be in his ear saying good things about City. And if Pep ever actually shows up, hey, there's something going on then. What we've got to look at, folks, it's still a big if you'd ever leave Barcelona. Second part of that question, I feel, is, childish insults by a Chelsea fan. Your club has been an embarrassment this year. Sacking doctors, getting hammered more time than the local town drunk, meltdowns, hissy fits, tantrums. I have to say that your club has cheered me up no end this season. Chelsea have actually been left as an irrelevance this year, and that's gotta hurt. And that's why I think, Andre, you're so bitter. But a bit of Chelsea posts make me happy. So Andre, you keep posting. Ajal Malik. Arsenal fans hate players like Clichy and Nasri because they left to join City for money, and those players were fans' favourites for Arsenal. I'd like to actually turn this question on its head, and I think, well, what footballing reasons could they possibly think of to join City? If I was an Arsenal player at that time, I'd be thinking to myself, well, which club's more likely to win silverware? City. 2 titles, and that's just for starters. Which club actually retains its best players? It was just like an exit door at Arsenal at the time. All their best players were on the way out. Fabregas, he went to Barcelona and he won stuff. Nasri and Clichy, who you mentioned, came to Manchester City and won stuff. Sanya, he was actually allowed to leave on a free. Robin van Persie was actually sold to Man United and he was in the form of his life. He'd scored 37 goals that season and, well, he won stuff. Arsenal at the time were actually a selling club and they were selling players left, right and centre. Now, if you were a player in the changing rooms at the time, you'd be sat there watching all your best mates leave. The year they let Nasri and Clichy go, well, to the eventual champions, Fabregas went to arguably the best team in the world. Arsenal brought in Javinho, an untried £12 million wonder kid from Southampton, and Joe Campbell. Arsenal fans who actually shout mercenary, I believe, are directing their anger in the wrong direction. Arsenal actually charge the highest price in world football to go and sit in their ground. They have stacks of cash actually in their bank account at the moment, which could be spent on world-class players. You should be asking why. Fans have actually pumped in hard-earned cash over the last few years, but at least Arsenal owners can say, hey, we're top of the bank balance league. Contrast this to all what's happened at City. Investment in the squad, investment in the infrastructure of the team. Top 1 or 2 every season. More importantly, keeping hold of their best players. Anyone actually coming to City these days has got a host of clubs actually chasing them. So anybody coming to City just for the cash now, well, it's a fallacy. Lucas Beast. International break equals Manchester City injuries and heartbreak if you're an England fan. Mr. Beast, I feel your pain. I regard the international time as time to catch up with a family. You know, catch up on those jobs that you promised to do, well, since the last international break. I consider it a time of prayer. Please, Lord, don't make any City players get injured. As you may have guessed, I'm not a big fan of the international scene, to be honest. Don't get me wrong, when there's a World Cup fiesta on and there's 3 games on a day, it's always a good time to take control of the telly, well, for at least a month. And pretend that you actually know about some, well, second choice Costa Rican left back. You know how it goes. Pretend. Friendlies, I'd rather watch clips of people, well, falling over on YouTube. When I'm watching international football, it just reminds me, well, how much I'm missing City. Even watching City players playing for their national side makes me feel kind of weird. Kevin De Bruyne, company in red. Oh no. I can't wait for City to get back. Fingers crossed we're going to get a good result against Liverpool and I hope to see some Blues at the game. Well, that about sums up another week of Walter's Glass Half Full. Now, if you've got any comments you need a bit of positivity injected into, what are you waiting for? Get tapping. Oh, time for another.